Let me ask you what he's actually done. Obviously, there's some dispute about about whether there was an uplifting speech, but I want to ask you about what he's actually done that affects real Americans. He took an executive action on the Affordable Care Act. If for the 20 million or so who get their insurance that way, what's that going to mean to them?
Well, for the 20 million who rely upon the Affordable Care Act in some form, they will not be without coverage during this transition time. But John, let's talk about the millions who have already lost their health care, lost their insurance plans, lost their doctors. That devastation has been terrible for many Americans and their families. And what he wants to do in replacing Obamacare with a more patient-centric free market solution is to make sure these people have coverage. Lots of folks got caught in that trap and that gap, and he wants to make sure that through his plan you can buy insurance across state lines, you have a health savings accounts, you block grant Medicaid to the states.
Let me ask you this, Kellyanne. Well, a couple first things. One, the number of health insurance, according to Gallup, only 11% is uninsured in America. That's the lowest in the last 8 years. Is that the standard for Donald Trump's health reforms, that anybody anywhere who loses their health insurance, that will be seen as a failure of his health insurance plan? And I still don't know, if I'm on the Affordable Care Act, what that executive order, the action he's now taken, should people be, what should they think?
Well, they should think that it's a great big step toward replacing Obamacare with a plan that works for more Americans, that truly makes it affordable and accessible. You know, there are other Americans baked in your statistic there, John, who can't use their health care because their premiums have skyrocketed so dramatically in places like Arizona by 113%, in Pennsylvania 53%. And so people who actually count as having health care actually can't access it because they can't afford the premiums and the deductibles. So we want to make it easier for them. We hear from small business owners and families every single day that this is a crushing burden for them.